The burden is mine. I will take the ring.
Three rings for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. 1 ring to bring them all. And in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. This is the War of the Ring.
The Dark Lord Sauron is intent upon reclaiming his throne at Dol Guldur. The Lord of the Nazgul travels to the tower in preparation for his master's return, clearing the path of any who oppose him.
The Dark Lord will reclaim his throne. We must clear this forest of all who would oppose the Master's return. An encampment lies to the south. Slay them all. Yes, my master.
Run! Flee!
Help us! Help us! The elves will destroy our nests. Protect us, Dark Ones, and we will serve you. Then we are allies. I bring death. Have been purged from the woods. The path is clear. Onward to Dol Guldur.
With the path to Dol Guldur clear, the Lord of the Nazgul made preparations for Sauron's return. His next tasks were to annihilate the elves who inhabited Dol Guldur and reclaim the fortress in the name of Lord Sauron. Arriving at Dol Guldur, the Lord of the Nazgul makes plans to wipe the tower clean of the elven intruders. Ancient temples protect the tower, but the Nazgul will claim them in his master's name. Great suffering will befall those who oppose him.
Dol Guldur must be cleansed for the return of the Master. We lack the soldiers to take the tower by force. But there is another way. The tower is protected by 5 ancient temples built in the dark years. We will take control of these relics. With each one we seize, our Master's power will grow. When all the temples are bent to Sauron's will, the invaders will know true terror. The tower will ring with their cries of anguish. Then will be the time of our Master's return. An elf has discovered our intent. So be it. Their knowledge will not avail them. The temples will be ours, and we shall slay all who stand in our way. Here to kill the elves, we would gladly Help spill their blood. Yes. Yes, my master. We serve Sauron.
You have taken control of a place of power. Upgrade is complete.
It lies now in the realm of darkness. What is your will?
You have taken control of a place of power.
It lies now in the realm of darkness.
Master! Upgrade is complete.
The Master speaks.
You have taken control of a place of power.
It lies now in the realm of darkness.
Don't hurt me!
The temples to the north will be heavily guarded. Yes, my master. But the elves will soon tremble in fear. What is your will? Yes, my master. We serve Sauron. Stay to the shadows. What is your will? It would be unwise to enter the gates until the corruption is complete. Too many elves guard the tower.
You have taken control of a place of power.
Nice master.
It lies now in the realm of darkness. Master. We serve Sauron. The lidless eye searching.
You have taken control.
All of the temples have been corrupted. Lord Sauron's return is at hand. Behold our master's power!
The Dark Master had returned, extending his shadow across the land. Dol Guldur would again serve as his northern fortress, concealed from the ever-watchful men of Gondor. Sauron has sent the ringwraiths to the Trollshaws of Eriador. The might of the stone trolls that reside in these highland moors will make a powerful addition to the Dark Lord's ranks. The ringwraiths must convince these trolls to join the Master's army.
The Dark Lord Sauron has returned to rule Middle-earth. He calls upon the trolls to join the growing army that will scour the land and enslay all who oppose him. The choice is simple. You can ally with the Master as his mighty force, or you will be consumed by the fire of his heart. What Dark Lord? I see no Lord here. We'll stay. Leave us be. The trolls do not join willingly. We must bend them to the Dark Lord's wishes and make them our slaves. Destroy their dens and crush their will. Stop! We will join!
An objective has been completed.
No more! We give ours!
An objective has been completed.
Stop! We will fight for this Dark Lord!
An objective has been completed.
We must scour the Master's enemies from this land.
Troops are under attack. An objective has been... You have conquered these lands in the name of Lord Sauron. The trolls bowed before Sauron's power, and soon became a potent addition to the Dark Lord's forces. They also became the root of a new race of trolls who were superior in size, strength, and even intelligence. Unlike their lesser kin, who would turn to stone in the presence of the sun, these trolls could withstand the light of day. The Tower of Cirith Ungol. Too long has it barred passage into the lands of men. Lord Sauron will be contained within Mordor no longer. The Nazgul are sent forth to capture the tower and open the pass for the Dark Master's legions.
The time has come to reach beyond Mordor. The ancient tower of Gondor has contained us far too long. That which was built to cage us will now be ours. Within its courtyard lies the tower's guardian. Claim it, and we shall be hindered no more. What has your will? Yes, my master. The master speaks. The master speaks. Master. The lidless eye searches.
An objective has been completed.
Serve Isengard!
Yes, my master.
Your troops are under attack. Your troops are under attack. You have taken control of a place of power. An objective has been completed.
See how the Nazgul serve! The dark tide has begun! The tower that contained us is now ours! We are confined no more! Sauron's army shall spread far beyond the mountains of Mordor!
The Tower of Cirith Ungol had been taken, and would remain in the grip of the Dark Lord for a millennium. The capture of the tower marked Sauron's first step from Mordor into the lands of men. But victory was far from certain. Still ahead lay the Morgul-road and the enemy city of Minas Ithil. After capturing the Tower of Cirith Ungol, the Dark Lord's army presses west along the Morgul-road toward Minas Ithil. Scouts have reported a large force of Gondor fighters fleeing along the road. The cowards have been cut off by a troop of orcs that had marched ahead. The army of Mordor will show no mercy to these weak men of Gondor.
We will hunt the horse lovers who ran scared from Cirith Ungol. Grosh's band has tied them up, but can't defeat them alone. Catch up with Grosh and begin the slaughter.
But over 100 fled, and half were the cursed horse boys. There aren't enough of us. I won't die like some fool.
You will die if I tell you to die! Any more squealing from you, you worthless swine?
Is there a problem?
Not now. Let's leg it! You warriors are worthy of our ranks. Join us, and we'll fight together. By Sauron's will.
Urzum Isurvatuluk.
An objective has been completed.
We serve Sauron. Master. What's inside its belly?
An objective has been completed.
Yea, Grosh! The horse lovers are no match for Uruk-hai! Ha 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 ha! Let's push on further! There's more ahead! No! It's back to Upbourn now! What? Let's head to Minas Ithil! No! The Dark Riders want it for themselves! Let them go, I say! I don't like being in their presence. Aye! Then to Upbourn!
The band of orcs, led by Grosh, was joined by the Lord of the Nazgul's mighty army, and the cowardly men that fled Cirith Ungol were slaughtered. The Morgul-road and the long pass through the mountains of shadow then came wholly under the control of the Dark Lord. One final obstacle remained between Sauron and his exit from Mordor, the Gondor city of Minas Ithil. Built by Isildur, Minas Ithil is the sister city of Minas Anor, a fortress of men and home to one of the Palantiri. The people of Minas Ithil have managed to survive a siege by the Nazgul for 2 long years. Now, however, the time has come for Minas Ithil and the Palantir to fall into the hands of the Dark Lord.
Lord Sauron grows tired of this siege. The Palantir will be his. Bring the Master's corruption to the Tower of the Moon. Rip the hearts from our enemies until the air sings with their pain. Ride forth and seal our hold upon this land. Done.
Yes. No rest!
The tower has been corrupted. Send the Lord of the Nazgul to claim the Palantir of Minas Ithil.
We claim the Palantir of Minas Ithil for the Lord Sauron. The Dark Lord will be pleased.
The remaining forces of resistance have been decimated. Claiming the Tower of Minas Ithil was the last crucial step in Sauron's return from Mordor. Now the lands are open before the Great Master. Congratulations! Lord Sauron's return is imminent. Minas Ithil, the fortress city that had been founded in the Second Age by Isildur, was crushed and occupied by the Lord of the Nazgul and his 8 Black Riders. With their triumph, it became known as Minas Morgul, the Tower of Sorcery. The Nazgul would make the tower their home for over 1,000 years, spreading far the shadow of the Dark Lord. The city fell, and Sauron grew stronger, expanding his search for the One Ring. His minions exulted over Gondor's fallen protectors, while the Dark Lord gazed upon another stronghold of the free peoples of Middle-earth and plotted its conquest. Saruman is determined to create a new breed of warrior. The strain of Orc will march undeterred by the daylight and lead Saruman's minions into battle. He calls upon the Haradrim to clear the path through the forest home of the wild men.
Haradrim warriors! I need my orcs to cross the Druidan forest, but they fear the wild men who roam within. You must clear the forest of these wild men. Sneak through the woods to the south and kill any you encounter.
In silence. For Harad.
The path is clear for you cowardly orcs! Go to the far south of the forest. There you will find the barrows of the wild men. We will corrupt these barrows by placing war posts on the surrounding land. Now go!
The whip teaches. Get going!
An objective has been completed. Upgrade is complete.
Excellent. Now I shall combine the savagery of an orc with the strength of man. I will forge a new warrior who can march both day and night! Let us work together.
I smell prey. An objective has been completed. Your camp is under attack. An objective has been completed.
How may I help?
Your camp is under
Wise
attack.
counsel. I can help you. Behold the fighting Uruk-hai! Now that I have formed this base warrior, we can spawn more from our camp. Their first test begins at once. Stain the fields red with the blood of our enemies! Together.
Take it apart!
You seek advice.
Your troops are under attack.
Take it apart! All things!
An objective has been... Troops are under attack.
My knowledge is yours. Peace, friend. The noose comes! How may I help? Let us work together. I can help. I can help. I can help. You seek advice. Let us work together.
Your troops are apart! Upgrade is complete.
Tedious.
An objective. Our new warriors are a success. The enemy has been crushed. Saruman's vision of a greater orc warrior had been realized with the mighty Uruk-hai. These menacing warriors, stronger and more fell than their lesser cousins, were intelligent enough to act as commanders, and brutal enough to dominate in battle. Moreover, they were able to travel both day and night due to their incredible stamina.
The iron hills echo with the sounds of clashing steel as the dwarves defend their homeland against a wicked orc onslaught. With the help of Gimli, son of Glóin, they prepare to rid the cliffs of the savage infestation. Gimli and his warriors must gather their forces, climb the nearby peaks, and crush their enemies under the weight of the mountain.
The time has come to drive the orcs from the Iron Hills. Look, up there. There's boulders on the cliffs above the orc camp. If we can gain those cliffs, we'll show the orcs what dwarves can do with stone. A few hard shoves will send some rock crashing down on orc heads. Ha 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 ha! I'm on my way. There's some boulders. Come on, put your backs into it. Onward! Gimli here. Gimli here. Where are they?
An objective has been completed.
Where are they? Take it down! Kazan, Imanu!
An objective has been completed. An objective has been...
Ha ha! Good work, friends! We've cleared the orcs from these hills!
Rumors spread quickly in the orc ranks about dwarves who could make rocks fall from the sky. The orcs retreated from the cliffs and mountain ledges they had used to invade the dwarf lands. A dwarf victory would have been assured, but fear of the Dark Lord Sauron inspired the orcs to find another way into the kingdom of Durin's folk. The dwarves have spilled orc blood for hundreds of years in many major wars, and now another such battle is about to begin. The orcs have come from the west to besiege Thorin's Gate, the common entrance to the Iron Hills. The king under the mountain has sent his kindred from the mines to defend his realm. Under the leadership of Gimli, son of Gloin, the dwarf forces intend to complete the construction of an ancient weapon to rid their home of the orcs.
The king under the mountain calls on us to drive back the invading orcs. The orcs have besieged Thorin's Gate for almost a year and have nearly pushed through. They have a fortified encampment on the northern edge of the mountains. But fear not, I have a plan. After the Battle of the Five Armies, Thorin's kin ordered the secret construction of a great weapon. Its purpose was to prevent an orc invasion into these hills. Alas, it was never completed. We must find the weapon and finish its construction. We'll need to defend our workers, but first, we must increase our numbers. The orcs have taken over the nearby ore and water supply. Let's take it back and set up our own camp. I'm on my way! I'm on my way! Ready! What? Gimli here! Over here! Where are they? What say you? What say you? Let's talk! More fight! What say you? What say you? Right away! Right away!
An objective has been completed.
I'm on my way! Ready. Moving. Where are they? Barut Kazad! Barut Kazad! X.
A building has been completed.
Excellent!
A building has been completed.
Now we just need to find the old weapon and finish building it. If my memory is correct, the weapon should be in the southwest.
An objective has been completed.
Ready! There it is! Let's get to work!
An objective has been completed.
Over here! They know we're here now, and they'll surely come for us. Be alert for the stench of orcs, and protect the catapult at all costs. Without it, we have no chance against their numbers.
A building has been...
It's finished! Let's stain these hills with orc blood, as a warning to others who would invade our lands.
Your camp is under attack! The catapult has been launched.
I don't think the orcs will return anytime soon!
With the catapult's completion, another entrance to the dwarf realm was defended. No more orcs would brave the lands where fire and stone rained death upon them. Aware that his orcs had failed, Sauron sought another way to reach the dwarves. He sent emissaries to the king under the mountain, offering an alliance and great reward for information about a certain hobbit. Suspecting treachery, the dwarf king sent Glóin and his son Gimli to warn Bilbo and seek the counsel of Elrond in Rivendell. There, Gimli would join the Fellowship in their quest to destroy the One Ring.
The Dark Lord's forces are pressing into Rohan. With their supplies steadily dwindling, Grishnach is ordered to send more slaves to work their camps. Between these slaves and the mighty army lies the maze-like Wetwang, which is heavily guarded by enemy outposts. To ensure the safe passage of the slaves through the marshes, Grishnach assigns a troop of soldiers as escort.
Time to prove your worth, worms! The last group of swine we sent to attack Rohan are a miserable lot! They grew tired of tasteless meat and ate their goblin workers. Now, we've got to send some of these filthy goblin slaves to replace them! Make sure they get there alive!
Me? Oh, I'll watch them. I will see to them.
And if we get hungry, we'll just... I said alive! And keep your wretched eyes open! Train more warriors if you can't handle it yourselves! Then make your way through the swamps! I'm leaving your worthless hides to handle this! I've got more important things to do than protect some miserable slaves! Now get moving!
I'm off. I'm off. Time for blood. I smell flame. Yes. Yes. I smell flame. I smell flame. Serve time for blood. I want flesh. Yes. Yes. I smell flame. Servant. Good idea.
An objective has been completed.
We made it! I say we run for it before we end up in someone's belly.
I see new slaves have arrived. Just in time for dinner.
Safely across the ambush-laden swamplands, the goblin workers made their way to the support camps of the forces attacking Rohan, where they provided much-needed supplies to the front lines. With the fall of the enemy troops patrolling the swamps, the path was safe for transporting more reinforcements and provisions to aid the Dark Lord's army.
Gollum, the wretched slave to the One Ring, has managed to slither through the grasp of the Elven King Thranduil and retreat deep into the forest of Mirkwood. Thranduil has sent Legolas to recapture the pitiful, corrupted creature.
I hear them, precious. Wicked elves, we hate them.
We near Dol Guldur. Stay alert.
What fine eating they will make.
Vile spiders! Kill the creatures quickly! Gollum must have fled north. Keep your bows ready. This area is infested with these spiders. Easy path. We go on.
Nasty elves, they hurt us. We mustn't let them catch us, no. We curses them. They want to keep us from the precious.
Gollum is near. I hear his muttering. Move, quickly! The shadow is growing. I will do what I can. Let us go. We must move. Look here! These tracks are fresh. Gollum must be just ahead. I am with you. We must move. An easy path. An easy path.
Nasty elves, they can't catch us. No, precious, they can't.
Gollum is there! We have him now! An orc camp in Mirkwood? Be on your guard. I am with you. I will do what I can. I am with you. The shadow is growing. Gollum will have to wait. This foul orc presence so near our realm cannot be tolerated. Yes!
Orcs were not common to this area of southern Mirkwood, and a war camp of this size implied a mounting threat to Thranduil's kingdom. One moonless, starless night, the orcs attacked, enabling the cunning Gollum to make his escape, while the elves battled for their lives.
The Lord of the Nazgul has plans for an attack on Rohan, and Grishnach's soldiers have traveled to the Anorian Valley to support the efforts. Grishnach will lead his orcs against a human outpost that feeds supplies to the enemy armies. Normally a boisterous lot, his warriors must practice restraint, for the great beacons of Gondor will signal for reinforcements if their presence is discovered.
All right, maggots, listen up! Some pathetic orcs from Isengard were supposed to destroy the town to the east, but they failed. Since they are weak-kneed without their old wizard, we must do their work for them. We will succeed where they have failed. Now, let's build this camp. By day's end, we'll feast on man flesh and claim Rohan supplies as our own. Time for blood. An objective has been...
Light the signal fire! Orcs are attacking from the north!
Orcs invading the Lothlórien?
Light the fire, quickly!
You fools! You let one of the horsemen escape! No doubt he went to warn the beacon tower. Now the reinforcements will come! Our only chance is to create a diversion by destroying the towers! This should give us time to build up our defenses while they search for our camp. I await your command! Words for ready for battle. An objective has... The horse boys have been wiped out! Man's flesh for all!
With the destruction of the supply outpost feeding the enemy armies, the forces of Mordor were now free to press upon the defenses of Rohan. Although Grishnach's troops were spotted by the great beacons of Gondor, the defenders' reinforcements were defeated before they could establish a camp and prepare for a large-scale battle. The vicious warg riders were instrumental in turning the tide of the battle in Rohan, providing an effective counter to the enemy horsemen and a means to swiftly cross the long Anorian Valley.
The army of Mordor has slowly pushed its way west to the ancient abandoned city of Osgiliath. Near the western bank of the river Anduin, the men of Gondor and Rohan have gathered to prevent Sauron's forces from gaining a foothold. Boromir, heir to the Steward of Gondor, leads the attack.
Boromir, the enemy numbers are beyond count. A band of goblins hastens across the near bridge.
Thank you, Ranger. Your eyes are invaluable.
Warriors! Sauron's army is pushing its way across our lands! We must press them back across the far bridge! This day we will fight with all our strength and courage! If we die today, it will be as free men! Not as slaves to Mordor!
Faramir, prepare to put that bow of yours to good use. I shall, my brother. For Gondor!
Quickly! The goblins are upon us! For Gondor!
Ready to ride!
We need to push across the city! There is a second bridge to the east! To arms!
An upgrade has been completed.
At once! At once! Attack!
Ready to ride. My weapon is yours.
At your service!
An upgrade has been completed.
I hear your call! Gondor stands ready! Take it down! Attack! Throne is this that can brave the daylight? They will surely decimate our forces. We must keep them from advancing! We'll have to destroy the eastern bridge!
Get our workers to dismantle the 4 bridge supports! Quickly!
We are under attack.
I will!
Get back across the bridge! Hurry! We have denied Sauron's army passage into our lands! They will have a hard time crossing the Anduin without a bridge!
Lacking the numbers to contest the forces of Sauron, Boromir decided to fell the eastern bridge and thereby deny the invaders passage across the river Anduin. With the river as a barrier, the men of Gondor were able to hold back the attackers, but the assault continued all along the river's banks. As their situation became more desperate, Boromir journeyed to Rivendell to seek the advice and knowledge of Elrond Half-Elven. He arrived in time for the Council of Elrond, where he was selected to join the Fellowship of the Ring. The effort to recapture Gollum was thwarted by the invasion of Orcs. Alarmed by this evil presence so close to his father's kingdom, Legolas pushes into the deeper, darker parts of Mirkwood to prevent the Orcs from mounting an attack on his people.
I will not let the Orcs push farther north. We shall make camp and increase our numbers.
Build more camps.
You have my oath. I will follow your counsel.
I will be your guide.
The shadow is growing. I will follow your counsel. I am with you. I am with you. The shadow is growing. You have my oath. It shall be done.
An objective has been...
We've cleared out this section of the forest, but I suspect Dol Guldur to be the source of this evil. We must press on.
Despite the victory over the Orcs, Legolas felt the battle was not yet over. He believed that a greater darkness may have been behind Gollum's escape. Nearby lay Dol Guldur, an enormous fortress that was once home to the Dark Lord. If there were to be answers to his questions, Legolas would find them there. Suspecting that Gollum's escape and the orc infestation of Mirkwood are no coincidence, Legolas searches for the root of this evil. His search leads him to Dol Guldur, the nearby stronghold of Sauron.
It is worse than I feared. A Nazgul in Mirkwood. A Nazgul commands an army at Dol Guldur.
An army also marches in from the south. We saw Haradrim, cloaked such that most would not see them.
This situation has become truly dire. We cannot allow this evil to gain a foothold near my father's kingdom. We must besiege Dol Guldur and drive the Nazgul out! Go.
Completed.
We must move. I will do what I can.
You have taken control of a place of power.
Speak your mind, friend.
We have come to assist the son of Thranduil.
You have my oath. Whither the road leads. Drive them off! Let us go.
We are under attack.
I am with you.
Nazgul has been defeated.
Who is going to tell the Dark Lord that Dol Guldur is lost?
Legolas returned to his father's kingdom in the north of Mirkwood. Upon his return, Thranduil dispatched him to Rivendell with the news of Gollum's escape. There, at the Council of Elrond, Legolas would learn of Gollum's link to the One Ring, and of the doom that threatened Middle-earth. He would be called upon by Elrond to join the brave companions in the quest to destroy the ring.
The nation of Rohan will soon fall to the might of the Dark Lord. Sauron's armies sweep across the landscape, laying waste to any settlements they encounter. One such settlement, Upbourn, is of particular interest. The leader of the Upbourn garrison, Helm, plans a strong retaliation against the attackers. A Haradrim warrior has been charged with killing Helm and conquering the town.
I don't like the looks of this. It's too heavily guarded. What were they thinking? Sending us against an entire city?
Come on, cowards! Let's just storm the gates!
With what? Your lousy bow? I say we just leave. What if we get...
Ah! They're upon us!
It appears that I have arrived just in time. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Salim, a warrior of the Haradrim. I have been sent by our Lord Sauron to lead this assault. We are commanded to conquer Upbourn, and this we shall do. Their outer defenses must be destroyed. Wulfhelm, the captain of the Upbourn guards, must be slain. The thrust of our attack shall focus on the war camp outside the city. Warriors of Harad, you will serve our lord by sneaking to the Great Hall and assassinating Wulfhelm. His death will crush the spirit of his men. Use your cloaks that none may see you. If you are spotted, Wulfhelm will likely retreat into the Great Hall. It is time. Do not fail our great lord.
For Harad.
Wulfhelm has fallen. See how the cowardly people of Rohan flee their city. Our lord will be pleased. Now all that remains is the war camp outside the gates.
An objective has been completed.
The shadow! Here!
An objective has been completed.
We claim Upbourn and all its riches in the name of Lord Sauron. The city is ours!
Under the leadership of the great Haradrim warrior, Upbourn fell to the minions of Sauron. Wulfhelm and his men would hinder the Dark Lord no more. The fall of Upbourn sent a strong message to the cities of Rohan. Those who opposed the will of Sauron would pay the ultimate price.
After unintentionally stirring the Orcs of Moria, the Fellowship seeks refuge in the elven forest of Lothlórien. With the aid of the elves, the Fellowship must protect the sanctity of Lothlórien and drive the Orcs back from these sacred lands.
The Orcs will soon be upon us.
If we can find the elves of this wood, they will surely help us.
Then let us make haste. This is an elven encampment, but I see no elves.
No time for elves! The Orcs are here!
Fear not, friends. Let them come closer.
We sensed danger was near. What evil have you brought upon us?
Orcs have followed us from Moria. There are far more behind us than you have slain here.
From Moria? This is ill news indeed. I believe I know what we must do. In this wood lie 2 great Malorn trees, greater than all the rest. Long ago, they were planted by Our Lady Galadriel, and therefore imbued with the purity of her good spirit. These Malorns seem to manifest a golden light that drives the Orcs mad. For many years, they have kept the evil creatures of Moria out of Lothlórien. Of late, it seems the power of these Malorns has grown dim. However, I believe the presence of good would stir their power. Reviving the light of the Malorns is our only hope of forcing the Orcs from our sacred forest.
Quickly then!
Wait. Orc scouts have already penetrated the forest and are fighting something to the north. A horn. It would be wise, I think, to offer aid.
Then we have 2 tasks. Protect the Malorns and help the horn.
Ready for battle.
Ready. The horn has decided to fight with us.
An objective has been completed.
You
We
have
are
my
under
sword.
attack. Your camp is under attack.
My God.
Choose swiftly. Choose as you will. Choose as you will. Make haste. Beware. A sound decision. Choose
An
as you
objective
will.
has been completed. You have taken control of a place of power. We are under attack. We are under attack. An objective has been completed. You have taken control of a place
There
of
is
power.
mischief about. As you request. Yes? We must hold true.
The shadow is growing.
An
We must
upgrade has
hold
been
true.
completed.
You have my sword.
An objective has been...
What is that? That feeling? What is happening? It drives me mad! Flee! Flee!
We've done it! We've driven the Orcs back!
Thanks to the courage and strength of the Fellowship and the elves of Lothlórien, the Orcs were driven from the forest and back into the depths of Moria. However, there was little time for the Fellowship to rejoice, for their quest could not wait. Lord Celeborn and Galadriel, the Lady of Lórien, met with the Fellowship and gave them valuable information, supplies, and gifts to aid them on their journey. On his journey back to Edoras, Erkenbrand, Master of Westfold, is horrified to discover the town of Upbourn has been overtaken by Orcs. The foul creatures run loose about the town, defiling barrows, slaughtering horses, and setting the town ablaze. Erkenbrand calls his men together and prepares to ride against the loathsome invaders.
Men of Rohan and Gondor! The dark hand of Sauron has reached our homeland. Orcs inhabit the Great Hall in Upbourn. They defile the sacred barrows of our ancestors. They feast on our great steeds. We must drive them back and save our fair city. Let us come together and purge these vile creatures from Upbourn!
Stick to your plan. A good adventure. The path is laid before us. At your service.
We have restored the sanctity of our ancestors.
An objective has been completed.
Indeed. By the flame of honor. But Ithil, Gandalf at your service.
The Great Hall has been
Your path is
reclaimed!
under attack. An objective has been completed.
Good adventure. The path is laid before us.
A building has been completed. An objective has been completed. An upgrade has been completed. A building has been upgraded.
I smell
An upgrade has been completed. A building has been completed. An objective has been completed.
Rejoice, men! We have won a great victory! Today will be heralded in song for generations!
Gandalf and Erkenbrand successfully routed the Orcs from the town of Upbourn, where the citizens celebrated their salvation for many days. For the heroes, however, the call to arms was still upon them, for Saruman's forces were besieging the Hornburg at Helm's Deep. Erkenbrand gathered his riders and, with Gandalf, raced to join the battle. Saruman has unleashed all of his forces from Isengard to assault the Hornburg within Helm's Deep. His forces have crushed all resistance on their march toward the stronghold. As the foul army draws near, Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas prepare the defense.
Legolas, what do your eyes see in this darkness?
I cannot see much. An awful haze lingers in the air. The night feels thick and darker than usual, as if someone has thrown a shroud over the land.
Bah! Just bring me some orcs! The darkness won't protect them from my axe!
We know they are out there, and the attack will come soon. Through the west gate is the Deeping Wall. That is the most likely place they will try to breach our defenses. Gimli, I think your axe will find its best use there. Legolas, stay behind Gimli and use your bow to stop any orcs that break through. I will stay here and defend the main gate.
Drive them off! An easy path.
We are under attack. An objective has been completed. We are under attack.
Gimli! We cannot hold the wall! We must fall back!
Retreat! I guess it will be easier to cleave orcs with strong stone at my back.
The shadow is growing. Whither the road leads. You have my oath.
Let's fly!
We are under attack.
We must hold true. For the Dunedain! Too swift. Are you frightened? Yes? There is mischief about.
We are under attack.
Too swiftly.
Gondor!
Yes? We must hold true. Battle is at hand. You have my sword.
Bring out your king! We are the fighting Uruk-hai! We will fetch him from his hole if he doesn't come! Bring out your skulking king!
The king stays or comes at his own will. Get you gone, ere it turn to your evil.
Get down, or we'll shoot you from the wall!
I have still this to say. No enemy has yet taken the Hornburg. Depart, or not one of you will be spared. Not one will be left alive to take tidings back to the north. You do not know your peril. Are you frightened?
We are
You
under
have my
attack.
sword.
I am done with cowering behind these walls, and I will not end up here, taken like an old badger in a trap. When the dawn comes, I will ride forth. Maybe we shall cleave a road, or make such an end as would be worth a song. If any be left to sing of us hereafter, will you fight by my side, son of Arathon?
I am with you to the end. Mischief. We must hold true. A sound decision. Yes? Choose swiftly. Behold! Gandalf is come again!
An objective has been...
What is it?
As Aragorn foretold, not one of the enemy was spared. Your enemy is vanquished. With Gandalf's timely return and the help of horns from Fangorn Forest, the men of Rohan were saved and the forces of Saruman defeated. While the shadow of malice still loomed over the lands of men, the victory at Helm's Deep brightened their hearts and brought them hope. Minas Morgul, the Tower of Sorcery, has terrorized Gondor for over 1,000 years. Aragorn seeks to cleanse the city of the remaining Nazgul that haunt its walls and return it to its former glory as Minas Ithil, the Tower of the Moon.
There it is. Minas Morgul, the Tower of Sorcery. The shadowed evil that has tainted this sister city to Minas Tirith will by dawn be no more. Sauron shall know his time is soon coming to an end.
Now is our hour of opportunity. Aragorn, son of Arathorn. The 9 that haunt this fallen fortress are less. Some see to the plans of their master abroad, perhaps. And the Lord of the Nazgul, the Black Captain himself, that reigns over the Tower of Sorcery, has fallen. But do not underestimate the power of evil that lies here. It has brought madness and horror to the minds of men for 1,000 years. And the ring-wraiths that still prowl the city draw power from the 2 orbs outside the tower. Be wary, they are not the only residing danger. Unfortunate souls from ages past are called from their graves to serve as guardians.
None of that will deter me. This will be our hour of triumph. We will see moonlight gleam from the tower before the night is through.
You're under attack.
Come, work with me.
You have reached your maximum population. An objective has been completed.
Stick to your plan. The path is laid before us.
Let them come.
You have taken control of a place of power.
Stick to your plan.
An objective has been completed.
The path is laid before us. The path...
And pass forward! Right!
You have taken control of a place of power.
The path is laid before us. Stick to your plan.
An objective has been completed.
We have done it! The dark shadow cast by this evil tower is no more!
And the Tower of Dark Sorcery was reclaimed in the name of Gondor. None of the Nazgul would haunt the lands near the sister cities of Minas Ithil and Minas Tirith again. Sauron has amassed a legion of minions to push forth from the Black Gates. Aragorn leads soldiers of the free peoples of Middle-earth against the evil forces. However, he does not know the peril that awaits.
The enemy's army has advanced through the Black Gates. Unopposed, they will march out of Mordor into the lands of men. The task at hand is clear. Stop them here and drive them back!
The threat you face is greater than you perceive, son of Arathorn. I come to you from the path ahead with news of what awaits. The enemy completes 3 claws of Gorgoroth as we speak. To what evil intent, I know not. Prepare! By the flame of honor! Behold, it is worse than even I feared. A Balrog of Morgul. We must stop that demon before it makes it through the pass. It likely draws strength from the claws of Gorgoroth. If we are to succeed, it is vital that we seize control of these abominations.
An upgrade has been completed. We are under attack. You have taken control of a place of power.
The demon is vanquished.
Get me a target.
Now, we need to drive this army back to Mordor!
An objective has been completed.
Good adventure. Good adventure. Well now. Speak, friend. Speak. Walk with me. As you see fit.
Objective has been...
It is done! The land of men is safe once more.
With the foul demon of Morgoth defeated, Aragorn and his forces marched upon Mordor towards Barad-dûr, the tower of the Dark Lord himself. Despite their losses, it was evident that Sauron's power was fading, and soon the free peoples of Middle-earth would be safe. The might of the Dark Lord had been countered. Gondor steel bested orc blades, and the blood of Sauron's minions blackened the ground. The free peoples of Middle-earth, elves, men, and dwarves alike fought as one. And though the price of victory was high, it gave hope to the Fellowship that the defeat of Sauron was at hand. With the destruction of the One Ring, Middle-earth could be renewed.